Hi everyone, it's Vicky, and I've made a few cards, and I thought I'd actually mostly they're tags, and I finished them. Well, I did as much as I could at the time, and thought I'd share with you those because I was still working on other ones, but they're like halfway done, so I will come back and show you those at another time if you're interested in Christmas, or you can look at this next year when you're ready to make Christmas. This is where I left off in my last video, showing you this card that I made using these napkins. And so, yeah, I got these, I don't know, must have been Home Goods or something. One of those kind of places. And I thought they were really cute. When I go out shopping for other things, and sometimes I'll just check and see napkins or other things I could use in crafting. So I found those at that time, and what I did was placed one of these napkins on a card, thick cardstock. You can see how thick that is, that I have in my stash, and then it might be the 110 pound that Michael's has, although this looks thicker than that, so I don't know. I have some thicker also, but I put it on, and then I used the glue stick, of course, and put it on, layered it on the thick cardstock, and then I ran it through a embossing folder, and that one is, oh, it's right next to me, sorry, a Sizzix. Here's the number. It's this one here, and flower and snowflake set. So that's what it's called. And then I ran it through, and then I did a little bit of what did I do on here? Oh, I know. I put Distress ink on it. So this is the one they used, and I used just one of these. Actually, I think I used a sponge. This is a makeup sponge, just to do the edges. And then I just use this glitter. Either this one is thicker than this one, and this is by Spectrum Noel. This is the clear one, and I used that on there. Then what I also did was I have really fine glitter. I put it in the shaker. It's the Martha Stewart glitter, and so I put it on all over it after I put these on, because this makes it sticky. So then it comes out really shimmery and pretty. So I didn't put anything on this one, but I did make a card, put cardstock, and so this I had in my stash. I don't know where I got it. I think Susan Lafferty gave it to me. Hi, Susan. And it's kind of like a wire in there or something. I don't know. It's stiffened. So I made that one. I thought it was really cute. And then I also had, before that, I was making these, what are these called? These are called Nutcracker. So I was making these tags, and so I put the paper down on here, and because the paper is white and the cardstock is kind of a tannish color, I think I used this one as it was in my stash. I think I might have gotten this at Michael's. It has little speckles on it, and so because I used that color and then put the napkin on top with the glue stick, it left some of this it left some of this white here and made it look kind of like, wood, a tablecloth. So I thought that came out really cute. Put some jingle bells, some washi tape, that was in my stash, and this also twine. And then inside I just put this, the calligraphy, lightweight calligraphy paper on in the inside because it's dark brown, so it's kind of nice to have something light to write on. So I did both sides because when you these are handkerchief ones that I got at the Tuesday morning a few years ago. And when you open it up, you get quite a few of the images. And there are duplicates. So there's 2 images that you see. Oh, actually, this one's different than this one, right? Because this guy has a beard. No beard. He's a mustache. Oh, well, he's different too. 1, 2, 3. And this guy's the same. No, he's different. Oh, okay. So all of these are different, but on the other side is the same as the other side. So there's 4 of the twosomes, and they are similar but different. So anyway, I just noticed that now. I thought there was only 2 images, and I used that one and that one. So that's one that I made, and then I decided to emboss it, and I came up with this, and it came out inverted from the same as this one. You see those that is embossed out, the stars or the flowers. They say flowers, but they are out, and these are in. So that's the difference. I mean, I think this is the true side, and then this is the back side. Okay, so I can't say. Okay, so this is it here, and I put the paper in the back. I put the paper inside, and this is what this one looks like, embossed. Okay, so I thought that was cute, and then I decided I decided I was going to do some mixed media on it. So I put just did one guy, and I put some, I like this one the best, I guess. I ran out of the other one, so I got this super heavy gesso, and it's real pasty, but it's just going to last me a long time because, I've had this for a while, and, but I like that, and I just use my finger. If you watch my videos, I'm always using my finger and rubbing it on. So I did that, and I did the large hole that I like from those mason jar ones I used. I stitched this here. This is a different embossing folder. It's on my other table, so I can't show you, but it's a cute one too. And this one just opens like this. And because this one's not embossed, it's easier to write on. I'm so sorry. I still have this little cold. Let me get a sip of water. Maybe that'll help. So that was another one that I made. And I did put that ribbon on there. I heard Marilyn say that this is from our Paper Tray ink. And I might have gotten it from Paper Tray ink. I don't know. It probably came in one of those kits I bought. With those little deer in it a long time ago. Anyway, I had it and I just used it because I didn't know where it came from. Okay, and then I made this one. This little skinny one. With the big hole and this kind of waxy paper I have in my stash. And then here's this big twine. So this is an embossing folder that has a snow on it, the Progressively one. And I I really like that one. It's from Sizzix. I think it's Tim Holtz. It's a texture fade. So that's what I used for this one. So it makes it look like it's snowing. And that came out pretty good too. I like it. And then we go to, let's see what's next. Okay, I think I went to the gingerbread, guys. I did do this one, and this one's a little strange, but, you know, I thought, and this is a candy cane I made last year for those, that candy cane, headband I made for my daughter, or the candy headband. She made me make her. But, anyway, I did do this. Kind of made a mess out of that one, but, and I don't care for this gingerbread guy too much, and I just backed it with this paper. And then I found the other, I have this one that I got. Oh, this is the one that this is that one, and he's got his head, you know, chewed off, naughty and nice. So that's really cute. What's really cute about this is this part. You could use this on part of a card. It's naughty and nice. I thought that was really cute. Then I found this one. This gingerbread with a sweater. This is a cuter one. So what I did with that one is I made a card like this, a little tiny tag card, and did them the same way. I used this paper, wrapping paper from Hobby Lobby, and then I just put him on here, glued him with a glue stick, and I sewed it on there. I sewed the back. So put this twine. I got this at Home Goods. You know, this is so cute. I love this. I just found it. It's on sale. 50% off. Put some jingle bells and glittered it up the same way with those glitters I showed you. And I didn't do the inside yet. I'm going to put some paper here and do a little decorating on that. So that was another one. Then I did do this one, and it opens up this way with the paper. I put a couple pieces of paper in there. So, and this is the back, because I put them together. Two of these postcard size papers, cardstock, and I glued it. See, it's sandwiched in between this paper, cardstock, and this one. And then this one shows in the back side, because it's only one cardstock thickness. And so that's what I did with that one. And I distressed all the edges. I embossed this one with the, let's see, with this one here, this embossing folder. Okay, this is the flower I used for the other one. And then this one is the embossing folder. It's the Sizzix, the snowflake set. So I embossed it, and then I did that glitter. It says it's a glass glitter, I believe, doesn't it? German glitter. I have several of these in my stash, so I use those. I'm using my stuff up. And then put this twine I got recently, so I made that one. Oh, and then see this little stamp here? Okay, I found these a long time ago. I had these in my stash. These napkins. And they are all from, you know, they've made them like postage stamps. And these are those, you know, it's called a guest towel. See, down here? Guest towel. And that's what I used. And it has several. I opened it all up, and then I cut all these out. The first time I just cut them all out, And the second time what I did was, after you take all the thicknesses off with the Scotch tape, then I put it on cardstock with the glue stick, the whole thing, and then I cut it out with my tiny pinking shears. And I have this, which is mini pinking, that I got a long time ago, or maybe a couple years ago. And so I cut it out, and I'll show you what they look like. So this is what it looks like. So it comes with quite a few of these, and I see how I cut it with the pinking shears. Some of them didn't come out that well, but this one just has the paper on the back that I added to, real thin paper. I wanted to see the difference between that thin paper and if I put it on cardstock, because it adds dimension if you put it on cardstock. Now this one is on the cardstock, and it's weightier, of course, and not as flimsy. So, and then I put some of that glitter, German glitter, on there, so it comes out really pretty. So there's different ones. I thought that was cute. But there's a ton of these. And I have this in a gold leaf. I'm not getting gold leaf. I just put some gold so sorry. Use my gold pen. This one around the edges. So that's what I did with that one. So I think these are just 2 napkins. You get all these stamps. So it's really good, I thought. Then I did put on here, isn't it so cute? Put some washi on there. This is from who's that? Target. I thought that came out really cute. And then I did also this one, just didn't finish it off. This is another napkin that I have from in my stash. I think, okay, this is really old, $1.99. Prices have gone up. But this one is really nice because it has that Paris on it. I haven't gotten around to doing all of these different ones, but isn't that pretty? Paris in like on Christmas. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so then I found another one of my in my stash, this one, and I thought, oh, this would be really good like stamps also. So I cut those out. And oh, I don't know if I can show you that today because well, I'll show you this one because it's related to all these. I made this same way, you know, with the craft paper and then the glue stick with these holly. This little girl stamp from here. So it's cute. But as far as these go, I don't see them. Oh, here they are. Okay, so what I did with this is put it on kind of a light colored cardstock. And then I used that this Distress Oxide spun sugar, and I just did the distressing with that, and it came out very pretty, the pink. So that's what these look like. I did only a few of these. I thought this is so pretty. And then that one, I'll show you what that one came out. Okay, here's this one. So this one I was holding this, and then I realized, oh, it would look really nice. I had just brought this from upstairs because I saw Marilyn's card with that paper, this paper. And I had this Post-it from Hobby Lobby, and so I thought, on my table, so I thought that would look really good with this, So I used that for part of the background, and then used another piece of cardstock, pink, and then put some vintage lace, and then embossed this folder with the snowflakes, and then I did the shimmering, I don't know if you can see the shimmer on the snowflakes, and the Distress ink on there. This paper is watercolor paper. It's 140-pound arches, and so I decided to use that and shimmer this up, and just do the sides with the Distress spun sugar. And then I put a paper, the lightweight paper inside, and just printed it with the Distress Oxide. So that's what that one came out like. And then I have some more. This is running like really long, but I'm just going to go on and keep showing you because I have so much. Just let it. So then I have, let me show you this other one I have. This paper, which is the unicorn, and the pale pink is so beautiful. I used that paper, and I collaged it on here and did the snowflake embossing, and I thought that came out pretty. So, but it wasn't placed well for me. I didn't like it. It was kind of, you can't see the horses. So what I did with that was, I have a bunch of these here, so I'm going to move these out of the way. What I did was, I kept it flat, so you can see the horse, or the unicorn. I just put twine on, and this is the beginning, and I did emboss the back. And then I did put in paper here, because this is embossed, so you can't see this. So then I did do that. So that's the first one I did, and then I embossed, I did the same. I kind of tore the paper this way, and then put embossing folder. So the embossing folder looks like this. So that one is this one by Sizzix. There's the number. Snowflake and Flourish set. So I did the embossing here. You can tell where I embossed that. Okay, so then this is a twine, some baker's twine I used. Okay, so when you open it, it doesn't have anything, paper in there. So I still need to do that. And then this one is the same one, but I centered it, and then embossed again down here. So it looks, like this, the embossing folder. And then this one also, it needs to be finished with a sentiment. But I did that one, and then, I did the glitter accents. Used a different twine. That's another one. Okay, and so that's that one. Now, I have some of these, which are the handkerchief ones, and they come with this little girl and the snowman. Okay, when you open it up. And so these are the ones that I did with that. I made tags with the twine, baker's twine. Okay, so this one is just roughly torn and put on a file folder. Then I have, this. I cut this out as a die cut and put that on there. Did the glittering, and then inside I did the pink Distress Oxide spun sugar, and then I poured the glitter on top. Actually, I used this glitter for that one, and it's here too. So that's what that one looks like. Then I embossed the guy with that Tim Holtz texture fade that I showed you earlier, and then he's in the horrible snow. And so on the back is plain, okay, and in the inside I stamped this out with one of my stamp set that I have in my stash. And that's not new. Everything's old. So that's that one. And then for the little girl, I did this one, embossed her like this. I didn't really do too well with this girl. She is kind of funny looking, cartoony. But I did use not this one. Let's see. It's with this one. This one I embossed her here, so you can tell where that is. So I embossed her with that folder, and you can see where the file folder is. I like that part. And then I just put gesso, and the the other oxide I used was the blue. I think it was the blue. What's it called? The jean one. And just did the sides and then covered it up a bit because it's a little bit too bright. Inside I used that Michael's shiny paper and put half of it here and half of it down here, and then I did this in blue with the stars, and the back is just plain. So that one I did, and the last one I did of the girl is this one, and she is, look, it landed right on her nose, which she doesn't have the nose there, see, but a snowflake landed on her nose. Anyway, I thought it came out really cute, and I put the gems that I have in my stash, some gold ropey twine, and I put believe on this one, and there's nothing on the back. Okay, so I showed you those. I do have this paper, which I thought was really pretty, but I only was inspired to do one thing. I didn't really get into this one because I'm not a fan of dark blue, but anyway, I stuck one of these tags on here, and it's folded in half, and with the glue glitter, and did it plain. So that's what that one looks like. So let's see, and I'm getting to the last one, which I made with the one Kathy B. Is it B? I'm sorry, Kathy. I don't remember the B, or I think it's B. Kathy B. And she gave this die cut to me, and it's so cute. I wanted to. It's a spellbinder. So you can see the number. So much glare. There's a number. Okay, so I used that one, And I thought this was, where'd it go? Here it is. So this is what I made. Isn't it pretty? I love it. So I have this napkin that has these pine cones on it. And it's pretty big. Where is it? This one. So I got this one. It looks like this. I think I got this at Home Goods also recently. And so I put the, place these here and down here. And then I cut this out and I just did watercolor. These, I just used the 2 cuts because there's a third one that says, what does it say? Thinking of you. So I wanted to see the deer, and I think, I put that on here. So and the leaves here on the top. So I think that's really pretty. And then I just put the holly leaves in here, and thanks for everything. So I think it came out really pretty. So there's nothing on the back. And I used that shiny paper. So I think it came out pretty. It's real simple. I guess I could have did a background, but I could, like a mountain background or something. Or a hilltop. I don't know. But I didn't get that involved. So, sorry about the length of this video, but I hope you got some inspiration, and even though Christmas is over, you can have this for next year. You can look at it again. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!